real football.
You're back in the Super Bowl in franchise history. A repeat of that first appearance.
San Diego in Super Bowl 37. And they flogged the Raiders. You know what I remember most about that? John Tampa Bay Buccaneers, but he'd previously been, and during practice leading up to the game, he would play scout team mannerisms of the Raiders quarterback. Totally prepared, and boy, did they play well and won their first Super Bowl title.
The first Super Bowl of the new decade, Super Bowl 54, is underway. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Charger offense heading out, and so good to see Phillip Rivers in his 16th NFL season about to take his first snap in a Super Bowl. His Chargers seem to be on the verge of something back. About a decade ago, had LaDainian Tomlinson leading the way. They could never get over the hump. A series of tough playoff losses over the years. But here he is, trying for the capper to his Hall of Fame career. Play fake to Gordon. Now Rivers. Across the formation, he's got a man. That's Allen. Pass. For a Charger touchdown. With a first touchdown of this. Guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. So a long play for our first points in the Super Bowl.
No doubt about it, and what we see here is something that we saw all year long from them. The ability to strike from anywhere on the field. How about the way they got it started in this one?
Michael Badgley on for the extra point. And the Chargers grab the 7-0 lead. Drives you'll ever see. One play, 75 yards, 6 points. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And not a bad return. Here he gets it out to the 25-yard line. Jameis Winston. And you had to figure this was the moment Bucs fans envisioned when he was drafted #1 overall back in 2015. It was definitely a rough road to get here. Not the gradual ascension you would expect, but now here he is trying to do what only Brad Johnson has done in team history, and that's lead the Bucs to a Super Bowl title. Winston and the Bucs take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Jameis to throw it. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away and nearly picked off. Surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but it does get away and it's 2nd down. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. They'll run for the first time with Peyton Barber. He finds an opening past the 40. 17 yards on the play and a Buccaneer first down. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I think they had 3 tight ends in on that set.
And these guys are punching really well. I use boxing analogies a lot. A lot of coaches have told me that when you line up to run the football, it's 10 fistfights along the line of scrimmage, right? You've got to win your share. These 3 tight ends, they almost always win their fistfights.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. On 2nd down, Barber. But he breaks through another tackle. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. That's good for a Buccaneer first, a pickup of 12 yards.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. This defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking. every time he touches the rock.
Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. 23 yards on the play. And that's the first connection, the number 1 overall pick in 2015, finding the number 7 pick in 2014 in Evans.
And what a great target Mike Evans is for Jameis Winston. Winston's a pretty accurate thrower, but that catch radius that Evans provides, that makes him that much more dangerous.
It's probably a pretty good sign here on the opening drive of your guys from the secondary are coming up and spilling things in the backfield.
How about the adrenaline and aggressiveness that led his...
And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. A 24-yard touchdown as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Well, go ahead and strap in, partner. Less than 2 minutes in, had the score on the one side. A quick answer, though, to get the equalizer.
Sometimes you get that sense of urgency that ratchets up, right? When you give up an early touchdown like that, you just know you're like, okay, how do we go back and equalize things? Can we get it done fast? And they absolutely did. Essentially, we're back to even, aren't we?
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And we are tied at 7. So the drive in 7 plays, and it ends with a touchdown for the Bucs. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Now this offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. The Charger drive about to get going. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, to see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. They'll run. This is Melvin Gordon. And he'll get this only up to about the 35. He can muster only a yard there, and they'll be left with a 3rd and very short.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. At 5 yards on the play there, the drive will continue.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Rivers finding his top receiver, that's Allen. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 18 big yards on that one, and a Charger first.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, tight, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you may curl it a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion. Rivers on the money to Benjamin, and he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. Give him 12 yards there, and the Chargers have a first down.
Well, they obviously red man covers their partner, and he got downfield, broke down the defender, made him
What do you mean by that, Brian?
Yeah, he made him think he was going to run a different route. Probably thought he was going to take it upfield. Then he curls back inside for the completion.
Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. The starting 11 defensively for Tampa Bay.
It's easy to go back to the time Ndamukong Suh entered the NFL, and he was an absolute force right from the beginning. But it's been fun to watch his career progress, and I'm starting to see a little more finesse in his game, although I'm not sure he'd like me to describe it that way. But you see the agility, you see the movement, and of course, he can bull rush when he needs to get to the quarterback.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It's a gain of 11 and a first down L.A.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
So following the run by Gordon, here's 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Rivers. He's got Allen. And he is out of bounds, looks like right at the 15. The completion good for 3, and it's second down. That first down completion only netted him 3. Second and 7. Rivers going to turn and give this one to his running back, Gordon. And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave him with a third and about 5.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Meanwhile, on third down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
And that's a crusher right there. Had his man open for a first down, threw a fastball when that wasn't necessary. Incomplete pass. When are these quarterbacks going to learn? You don't get extra points for how hard you throw the football.
So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. So I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone, get you 6?
And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. Here comes the Tampa Bay offense now heading back out onto the field. They trail early on in this Super Bowl as they come up 1st and 10. Winston and the Bucs take over now 1st and 10 at their own 23. He's going to rifle one. He's got him in. Complete. What a play that turns out to be. 36 yards. A one-handed catch, that's one thing, but with a defender right there, that was a heck of a play.
It used to be that one-handed catch was instinctive in a game. Now it's a practiced move. They work on it before, after, during practice sessions. It becomes part of their repertoire, and it pays off.
Credit the tackle there to Uchenna Nwosu.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
10 yards there and a Buccaneer first down.
Would you say this offense is locked in right now?
They're having no trouble on this drive. What is it, 3 plays, 3 first downs?
Yeah, you talk about on the march. They keep this up, they get to that end zone real fast.
That's complete to his receiver, Godwin. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Chris Godwin, his second touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Bucs are going to retake the lead. Still first quarter, 2 receiving touchdowns for him. How are they going to slow him down?
I think they're thinking about altering their game plan. Whatever they came in with, now maybe you switch a better cover guy to him. Or you make sure you have more people in his general area wherever he lines up to at least try and discourage them from throwing the ball to him.
Following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Here's the Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
From the 30 on second down, Rivers, and caught by Henry. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on third down. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that. It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
And they had him bottled up, but here's a late flag, and a face mask is going to get a much better starting position. So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
So the face mask certainly helps things as they'll start up past the 30 on first down. Looking downfield for... It got his man complete. That goes for a gain of 31.
Well, we spent a lot of time exalting the offensive masterminds in this game, right? They draw up these beautiful plays. They look so perfect up on the board. But occasionally, sometimes you just say, throw it up and let him go get it. How about that play?
And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. That one goes for 24 yards. From the red zone now, Winston. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. He was trying to find O.J. Howard. That'll bring up second down. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. They'll throw again. Winston. And Evans calls it in. Touchdown, Bucs. 3 touchdown passes now in the ball game for Jameis Winston as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. A drive there of just 4 plays. And it's all finished off with a touchdown by Tampa Bay. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him. All right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
On second down now, it's Gordon. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2. The good run on first down followed up by a not-so-good run on second down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on 3rd down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
Now Gordon. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play.
I know the game's changed. A lot of people would say it's evolved. Look, I'm a little bit Neanderthal, okay? I love this. No exotic formations, no misdirection. Just line up and run the darn ball, pick up the first down. I love it.
Yeah, 3rd and short, that's what you're supposed to do. Like you said, old school, smash mouth football. Rivers throws there, complete to Allen. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. An excellent pickup of 20 yards. Defensively, they're going to have to do something about him in a hurry because that last catch puts him over the 100-yard mark. We haven't even hit the 2nd quarter yet.
And you did say they'd have to do it in a hurry. It has to be right now because as his confidence grows, it'll actually overwhelm the defense. No matter what they do, he'll feel like they can't stop him.
4 yards on the dump off at 2nd down.
390.
From the 38, Rivers able to get this to Gordon. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 19. Rivers now already over 150 yards through the air in the opening quarter. It's 1st and 10. Now a 10th carry for Melvin Gordon. And just a couple yards there down to the 17. He really hasn't been able to get on track running the football and averaging less than 4 yards a carry.
Yeah, I think that they're going to enjoy the film session because all the defenders are filling their proper gaps on just about every play. And you know what they always say for a defensive coach? When I click off this film, I better see 11 jerseys in the picture going after the ball carrier. And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
Rivers from the gun on third down. And it's complete. Henry. His second catch of the Super Bowl, and it's good enough for a first down. Well, they've had a great, impressive drive going here, and that pickup ensures the drive continues.
And not only do you continue the drive, which is demoralizing for the guys on the defensive side of the ball right now, but you make your own defense happy. They're able to get a little more rest over on the sidelines while this one continues downfield.
Got a man, it's Allen for the Charger touchdown. Keenan Allen, his second touchdown of this Super Bowl, as his guys are back within a single score. That's a heck of a start to this one for him here in the first quarter.
2 receiving touchdowns, just getting the game underway essentially. I mean, there's a long way to go. If I'm on defense, I've got to figure out how to slow this guy down, because when one guy shreds your team, that's demoralizing. Make him spread it around at least. But right now, he's showing no signs of slowing down.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And the ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Not sure it can be much better than that. They've got to feel very good about the groove that they're in at this stage of the game.
He'll rifle it. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And they finally get him, but not before he reaches the 33-yard line.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game. They run on first down, but it only produces a gain of 2. It's second down now. 2 yards that time. A stark contrast from the big chunk on the previous play. From the 30 on second down, Winston. And, he took that thing one-handed. What a grab. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. So 3 plays, already first and goal, and they are wasting little time. Now Winston. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. He was looking for Brashad Perriman, but it'll be second and goal. They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's second and goal now. Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. The intended target was Chris Godwin, but now it's third and goal. 2 incompletions haven't moved him any closer, and likely throwing again, you'd have to think on third and he will score. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Jameis Winston with a record 4th Super Bowl touchdown tonight as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. Now, first quarter, and this lead is already getting into dangerous territory. They better be careful on the other sideline.
Yeah, it feels a little bit more like a basketball game where one team is pressing and that team can't get the ball over half court. I mean, it's stealing it, it's scoring it, layups, the whole deal. That's what it feels like right now. They are all over them.
Here's Gay now to add the extra point. And this one gives his guys a 12-point lead. A drive that time of 6 plays, and it's capped off by a touchdown run of 6 yards. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And we spotlight Keenan Allen as he gets set to go back to work, making his presence felt early in this one. First half, already over the century mark.
How about the yards per completion, too? That's a pretty darn good number there. Number of catches, but he's shredding defenses, getting big yardage with each and every one of them.
The run there on first down, going to get him 5 up to the 30. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up second and 5. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a second and 5. Rivers finds the open man. It's Mike Williams. His first catch of this Super Bowl, and it'll be good for a first down. An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports. Going deep here for Allen. This is caught inside the 15. Rivers to Allen on the hook up there. 47 yards. What a game it's been for this duo.
They remind me of a good comedy team. They know how to play off of each other so well. No matter how one riffs, the other's right there to pick them up, and they are shredding them in this ballgame.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. What a difference a play makes. A huge step forward and now a small step back as he loses a yard or two. On second down, they'll run with Gordon. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up third down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
So 2 plays with only negative yardage to show, and now it's 3rd and 16. Rivers, complete. Hunter Henry with the ground. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down.
That's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
Badgley's kick is good. And that lead is back down to 9 now. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Winston gives to Barber. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32.
Well, when you go from 2nd and 4 to 3rd and 3, that just tells you who won that battle on the last play, huh?
Yeah, first round went to the offense, second round the defense. 3rd and short yardage, Winston. It's hauled in by Ellington. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. 8 yards, first down as they're able to convert.
And that one was a lot of fun right there because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a first down.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
It appears they found something that's working, and they keep going back to it. I guess you can actually say he has the hot hands now, doesn't he?
Yeah, well, it's one thing to hit your guy out of the backfield once, hit him a couple times. Yeah, you're right. Maybe they're onto something.
And I think a lot of that is simply if you get it to him in space, more times than not, he's going to get more yardage than you expect out of each play.
So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Winston now. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. Give him 30 yards there.
Well, you don't have to be a genius to watch this game and figure out they've had plenty of success moving the football here in the first half. We've seen exhibits A, B, C, and right on down the line, haven't we?
Yeah, we just saw exhibit Z right there. Now he's flushed out right. He's going to take off with it. And he will score. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. An 8-yard touchdown run as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. And always a good first half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
Hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on. Just think about halftime. If that's all he gets, he'll just sit there at the half and think, all right, 2 already. I can get some more. I can get some more. And he'll be encouraging his offensive line to create some space.
Gay is on for the point after. And that will make this a 16-point lead. So the drive winds up going 75 yards in 7 plays. And the capper that put it in the end zone, a run of 8 yards. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score.
When you struggle on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
Pretty good results here on the first down run as he takes this forward for about 6. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Now Rivers going to give to Gordon on the draw. And he got half of what he needed there, 2 yards, and it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more. The Chargers on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 2. They'll try and run it. Here's Gordon. And Gordon's going to be stopped short. He needed 2, he got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down and a yard.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Heading back out there, a look at Peyton Barber. The passing game, they've had more success there than the running game. Maybe something they game plan for.
How come they didn't tell us about it?
Because they wanted to keep it a secret.
We did ask, didn't we? But I think what happened in this one is they've realized that they've established the run pretty well, and teams are going to key on that. They thought they could open it up and have success through the air, and that's exactly what's going on.
Yeah, they've had success at least so far here in the second quarter. From up near the 40 now after the big play to start, here's another 1st and 10. So he got free of 1 tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Here's Barber. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
I have zero rooting interest in either team in this game. I only want a good game. But with all the offense we've seen from them tonight, it's kind of nice to see the defense step up and make a big play.
Yeah, I was wondering if they were ever going to get him in the backfield. Nice to see him get a stop. Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete. Trevor Williams there on the coverage.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
Boy, a call like this, certainly tougher to make in a Super Bowl, but they'll go for it on 4th down. Now Howard stripped. He lost the football and picked up by the Chargers. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. Didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, let's just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
After reviewing the play, the ruling on the field is reversed.
Let's go, defense.
On the delayed handoff, this is Gordon. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
On second down, it's Gordon. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now a 20th carry, number 20 here for Melvin Gordon. Powers through again. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Charger first.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Rivers on the money, complete. That throw good for 4. It's second down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Now Rivers going to give it off to Gordon. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. And the Bucs with an extra defender in the secondary now on 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Rivers. Gets it to Benjamin. It's caught. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. His second catch in the Super Bowl, and it's good enough for a first down. And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the first half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you know, you always want to keep that up and feel like...
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Ndamukong Suh. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him.
Well, there's still time to rectify this situation because the silver lining, they took a sack on 1st and goal. But that close to the goal line, that still definitely hurts.
And he's in for a Charger touchdown. A 15-yard touchdown grab as they are able to cut into that lead. And there they got him the ball. Just get it to him, let him do the rest.
You know, he probably said that to his quarterback as he broke the huddle. I like the play call. Just get it to me. I'll take care of the rest of it.
Helping out his rack, right? RAC?
Run after catch, and he loves that, and he's going to carry that in at contract time.
Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Heading back out there, a look at Peyton Barber. We're in the second quarter. They've got the lead. The lead, though, not so much because of the ground game, because of their air attack, Charles.
So what they're seeing so far is the possibility of things loosening up later in the ground game. Through the air first, maybe have to start respecting that even more as the game goes on, and then there will be running lanes to find later.
Yeah, try to get him more involved here on this drive, maybe. Barber on 1st and 10, and he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. When this offense gathers to watch the tape, they're going to like a lot of what they saw. They put up big numbers, but they might fast forward through that last play.
Oh, there won't be any fast forwarding, partner. I've sat in those sessions before. You end up spending more time on the bad plays than you do on the good ones. It's just the nature of coaches. But I know sitting in that room, when you've had a big game, the night that they've had, you don't want to hear that. You just want to focus on the good stuff.
Gay's kick is good. And that will give them a 12-point lead. So good kick there to polish off the drive with 3 points.
Yeah, coaches always talk about finishing a drive with a kick. 2 of them give you points, either an extra point or, in this case, a field goal.
The punter Pinion now to kick this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line.
We own it. Check.
They run it here with Gordon. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
Well, here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
A run on first down, but it's not going to get him much. Maybe a yard, and that's all. It's a gain of a yard, and it takes us to the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes even on the clock in the first half of Super Bowl 54. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
The line to gain is the 33 on third down. Working out of the gun, Rivers completes it to Benjamin. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 30. Rivers with a 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. From the gun, Rivers. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. Mike Williams, the intended target. And now it's 2nd down. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. Actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
Rivers throws complete to Benjamin. A really good pickup of 28 yards. And passing yardage-wise, now up over 350 in this game. Pretty nice performance.
Definitely that, which usually means you're putting a lot of pressure on guys trying to cover. If you're a defensive back and they put over 350 yards on you, you've had a long day. The key to everything, if you're doing...
Rush coming, and he's taken down. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. It's 2nd and goal, back to the 8-yard line now.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
Now Rivers. He's got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Chargers. Dylan Cantrell there to make the grab as his guys are back within a single score. These two teams in this first half, it's been fun. Back and forth, back and forth. Well, it's not fun for the defensive coordinators, but offensive coordinators are enjoying it.
Yeah, they're having streaks here, aren't they? Being able to put scores together and really bunch them up, and we have a tight game here. You know, we often talk about having the right shoes for the right turf. Today it's track shoes. That's what we've seen with these offenses.
Yeah, it's been an absolute track meet so far, and fun to watch. Badgley on for the extra point. And this is back to a 5-point game. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. And it winds up with a touchdown for Los Angeles. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Jameis Winston and the rest of the Bucs set to begin this next drive. And how about the start so far, Charles? 3 first-half touchdown passes.
And that's how you generate excitement on a team. Keep your offense moving at a really high level. And it's also how you establish leadership by playing that well. 3 touchdown passes, that's the way to lead.
Now he's just hoping for number 4. Rashad Perriman off to the races. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Rashad Perriman, 75 yards. And the Bucs get the quick strike touchdown. Not a whole lot to recap on that drive. Just one play, 75 yards to the house.
Yeah, it's a long way to go. And remember, rarely is it a straight line 75 yards, too. Got to have a little extra in there. So whatever the final number is, a well-deserved seat on the bench, a little oxygen if he wants it as well.
Here's Gay now to add the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. One of the shortest drives you'll ever see. One play, 75 yards, 6 points. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. Oh, he breaks a tackle, and he's got an alley. The 40, 20, 10, and this is going to be a Charger touchdown. Officially an even 100 yards coast to coast on the kick return as his guys are back within a single score. It's been a back-and-forth game, a lot of points on the board, and that return right there kind of indicative of how this thing's gone.
Well, you've seen both teams go at it, and as you just pointed out, both of them have found the end zone. But just like in boxing, you know the blow that hurts the most? The one you didn't see coming, and that often is the case when it comes in special teams.
Here's Badgley now to try to add the PAT. And this is back to a 5-point game. From the goal line all the way to the other goal line on that one. A full 100-yard return on the kickoff. So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. That's fielded in the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. A look at Jameis Winston now as he gears up to lead this offense again. They've got the lead. He's a big reason why. Looking sharp so far.
And as we travel around the league, we see quarterbacks get it done in a variety of ways. But today's NFL does tell us one thing. If that guy doesn't play well, their team's not going to win. And right now he's got his team in the lead.
And now they'll look to extend that lead.
Defense.
Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that one looked pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. From the 45 on second down, Winston being chased out left. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So the contact came before the ball got there, and the flag is thrown.
Timing is everything, isn't it? And it's so hard to cover these great receivers. They have such great body control, and they can fake you out. In this case, as you described, got there before the ball.
And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Mike Evans in the final seconds of the first half as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead.
And that's a lead that excites a team as they head into the half. Good way to finish things off.
Yeah, able to extend that lead, and you always say it, that can totally change the complexion of half number 2.
Yeah, it changes your morale, changes your outlook. But even before that, let's see if they decide to kind of squib kick or what they're going to do on the kickoff, because you don't want to give up a big play right before the half ends.
Good point. Gay is on for the point after. And this one gives his guys a 12-point lead. Well, that drive started with not a whole lot of real estate in front of them. In plus territory, excellent field position. 2 plays later, pay dirt. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will it be angry? Will it be clinical? Will they be calm? Will they just let it all out? Who knows? I'd love to be a fly on the wall for this one, though.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. What a season this has been. Hard to believe it ends tonight, as we'll get back to you guys for the second half of this Super Bowl in just a moment. It's been a tremendous season of football, but it's not over yet. One half remains to decide who will stand on the podium with the Vince Lombardi Trophy. And to call the second half, here are Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The never-tedious halftime show behind us, and now it's back to football as we get going again in Super Bowl 54. This is fielded at the goal line. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line.
Here we go. Here we go.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They had a big first half. Now they have a chance to add to that lead here in the opening possession of the second half.
And everyone always asks about halftime adjustments, kind of the key phrase. What did you do at halftime? Well, the way they ran offense in the first half, I think they were very calm, congratulatory, but also what they were saying is don't expect them to be the same on defense. They'll be the ones making the adjustments. Let's see what they do, and we'll attack accordingly.
And we'll see how they attack here.
Third quarter, and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
That is caught. It's Perriman. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 19 yards that time for number 19. On first down, Barber. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Once again, it's Barber. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. Now it's Barber. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
Someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot has been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. It's a gain of about 3, but it's going to leave him with 3rd and still 7 yards to go. Here's Winston.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
That one good for 24 yards.
I don't know about you, but I think there's a little extra juice when you see Jameis Winston connect with Mike Evans early, and when they do it often, this team is really energized.
Well, Evans at 6'5", those long arms, it's so tough to defend.
And he surprises you with how fast he is because he looks like he's just loping along, and all of a sudden you're 10 yards behind him, and Jameis Winston finds him.
On 2nd down and 4, Winston dancing to his left. All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up 3rd. On 3rd down, here comes Barber. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. Call it a 4-yard pickup, but it leaves him a few inches short here on 4th down. The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inch, and he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Taking it in from a yard out as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. Still plenty of time left in the game, but now starting to pull away a little bit, get some breathing room with that one.
And I don't want people to think that NFL locker rooms are cookie cutter, that everyone's saying the exact same thing in every situation. but I do know that all 32 teams have an emphasis on starting fast. Game, the second half, no matter what, whether it's first 5 minutes, first 3, whatever, this was a big score to start the second half.
Now we'll look at the Chargers offense. They get ready for their first possession of the second half. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half. They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here. And if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs. Run some plays, run some breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. A gain there of 12 yards and a first down L.A. On first and 10, Rivers. Benjamin's got it. That throw good for 4. It's second down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up second and 6. Rivers to throw it. And caught by Henry. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be third down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. From the gun, Rivers. Open man, it's Allen. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 39. And on that last play there, he's over 400 yards passing now.
You know what that generally means?
Success.
That, and it means you really didn't miss opportunities. Usually very accurate. The ball's getting to the right place. Guys are making yardage after the catch to help you out that way. I mean, the whole team has picked it up. And don't forget, that means the offensive line has had to pass protect pretty well, too.
Everyone dialed in. Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And it'll be fourth down. Make it now 3 tackles for a loss in this game, 1 for each quarter.
And for a guy who played defense in college, I can just tell you that he's feeling very satisfied right now by what he's doing. But he's elated because he knows what he's doing is helping his team win the game right now. Making some big-time plays, getting into the offense's backfield and spilling everything.
You know that they were thinking second-half comeback here. That's a big miss if they want to have a chance at that comeback.
A very big miss because time is becoming a real factor now, and they're 3 scores down.
And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. That's good for 21 yards and a first down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on first and 10.
Where's 52? 52. 52's the mic.
Jameis to throw it. And a scary incompletion, almost picked off. It would have been their first INT of the game. Instead, second down. Here's second and 10 now from the 35. Pass from Winston into the hands of Brait. And they'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for third down.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on second down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on third down.
They'll try and run here with Barber. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up fourth down.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
Steps away to his left. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a first down. He is tough to bring down, Jameis Winston. Yeah, Charles, I remember calling a baseball game of his. He played baseball at Florida State, too. And you saw his legs, tree trunks sprayed in. Godwin's got it. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Chris Godwin with his third touchdown of this Super Bowl as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead.
And this is obviously quite a performance. And most of the time when we talk about someone putting a team on their back, I think we're talking about a guy who runs the football. In this case, it's a guy out wide catching it, and he's done exactly that, truly leading his team right now towards victory.
3 touchdown catches. He's been the headliner. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. So the drive there took 6 plays. And it ends with a touchdown for the Bucs. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Here's the Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. Well, let's face it, we've been there. We've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back now, start over again, and grind it out?
To throw again on second down. Rivers, give him 12 yards there. The Chargers have a first down. Now Gordon on first down. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
390.
To the outside, that's complete to Williams.
Pass complete, but no gain.
No yards.
Yeah.
So you file that as unsuccessful.
Yeah, you do, don't you? Except on the stats, throwing the ball,
Get a completion.
you get a catch,
Yeah.
but still,
No
yardage. Okay.
Now a pass hauled in downfield. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 31-yard line.
You know I'm going to lean towards the defender, right? You know I'm going to do that.
I know.
That's a tough situation for him as I see it. But the truth of the matter is, that ball was not streaking towards him. That little arc on it, he's got to find a way to get his head around and make the play on the football.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. That one good for 13 and a Charger first.
First and 10 at the 19-yard line.
From the red zone now, Rivers. He's got a man. That's Keenan Allen. And he gets this inside the 10 to the 9. It's also a gain of 9. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Rivers now. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Mike Williams, his 2nd touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Chargers, they're able to cut into that deficit.
I know Paul Revere talked about by land or by sea, right? You know, 1 by land, 2 by sea. He didn't mention air because right now we're seeing a big-time performance, aren't we? That's 2 touchdowns so far in this game.
Where'd you pull that one from?
And, you know, every now and then I actually listened in history class.
And you're just a scholar all the way around. You're reading all the time. I like that you fit that into the podcast.
You know, I just grab a nugget when I can.
This one fielded at the 5. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Tampa Bay offense now heading back out onto the field. They are clicking on all cylinders. They seem to be just scoring at will right now, and that's why they've opened up this big lead.
Now, we always talk about getting
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Melvin Ingram, he's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. They get 5 yards on the run there. Still left staring at a 3rd and about 14.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
Airing this one out for Evans. And he can't quite pick it. No interception so far. That probably should have been their first, but at least it's 4th down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Play fake to Gordon. Now Rivers. He's airing it out for Williams. This is caught inside the 15. And he gets this down deep into Tampa Bay territory. A big play there for LA. 56 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a 1st down in the red zone. This is Gordon. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Shaquille Barrett in on the tackle. They keep it on the ground. Again, Gordon. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming. The Bucs with an extra defender now in the secondary here on 3rd down. Operating from the gun. Rivers. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. Virgil Green there to make the grab. And the Chargers are able to close the gap just a bit.
That's almost just not right. You cover everybody, but those tight ends, they can be awfully reliable.
Very reliable. The defense just has to hate those guys.
This drives them crazy because oftentimes you can't match up with them. They have you either with size, speed, or maybe even just strength.
Fielded about a yard deep. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Certainly want to avoid what they had to do last possession. That was punt the football because this game's starting to tighten up.
In a basketball sense, you think about taking a little bit of the air out of the ball, right? Maybe milk some clock, limit the possessions. In this case, they might want to do the same thing but control the game offensively. Put together some 1st downs, put together a drive, and keep it away from them.
They'll stay on the ground with Barber. Fights free yet again. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 7 yards there and a 1st down. On 1st and 10, Winston. And break, the tight end's got it. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A good pickup there, 20 yards. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Working out of the gun, Winston. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
When you see passes knocked down by those guys I call the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers, you know that in their zone coverage, see the ball thrown and react to it very quickly.
And he's got a man. It's the tight end Howard, complete. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
It's got to the point where we see guys like that make that type of a catch. Not fair goes through my brain. That size, that speed, and now they're acting like wide receivers too.
And now off to the races down the right side. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Peyton Barber, 26 yards as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run, and one thing I've learned in our time in this game, Yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. They go play action. Rivers. That's complete to Williams out of the backfield. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. That one good for 13 and a Charger first. Rivers now to throw on first down. Able to get this to Gordon. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Give him 15 yards on that one and a Charger first down. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Rivers. Got Gordon open, completes it. And he is out of bounds inside the 30.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And that'll be enough to keep the drive moving forward. Another first down on the pickup of 5 yards. Rivers with a 1st and 10. And he's hit on all 6 of his throws on this drive. To the air again here, Rivers. Caught by Allen. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. A gain of 6 there on first. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
He completes it to Henry. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Rivers with a 1st and 10. And he's working on a string of 8 straight completions. Here's Rivers. Complete. It's Henry. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. A gain of 6 there on first.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he could break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Now they run from the gun with Gordon. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2.
That's a gain of 3. It's 3rd and 1.
They come up in an offset eye. Try to power it ahead with one. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. They only got 2, but that was enough as they'll convert to make it 1st and goal.
And while it didn't work very well on that play, defenders on 3rd and short know it's going to be a quick read. And really, the quarterback's just going to turn around and hand it off. So that way, you're able to diagnose the play and try and get to the point of attack. But when you're dealing with a fullback, it's hard to knock it backwards.
They'll try and punch it in. Gordon. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal.
Wait, 89!
Play fake, Rivers. And nowhere to get away. Rivers is dropped. Carl Nassib gets him for a loss of 5. He is so tough to handle on the blitz, and that's Exhibit A.
I remember throughout my career hearing defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. And they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. 3rd and goal for Rivers. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by M.J. Stewart. And it's a pick 6. He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer TD. And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a fourth-quarter comeback.
With emphasis, interception, return for touchdown. Door closed, locked, reinforced.
Here's Gay now to add the extra point. And that stretches the lead to 27. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. And following the pick 6, and they had decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told us they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
This pass finds its way to Williams. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
Now they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely. Great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 13-yard line. And he's certainly been a huge factor in this when he's got the 2 touchdowns to his credit. Now they look to him again. He picks up the first.
Yeah, I can hear everyone saying, well, why don't you cover him, double him, triple him, do what you have to do. But sometimes they get locked into such a groove and such a connection, it doesn't matter how many guys are in here.
And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. Ndamukong Suh in there to get him. It's a loss of 5.
How about that, partner? His second sack of the game, and that puts him in some pretty good company. 17 guys have had 2 sacks in the previous 52 Super Bowls, but only 3 have had the record number of 3 sacks in this game.
And we've got the list here. If he gets another one and everyone behaves nicely, we might just list those out for him. Well, he had 2 sacks earlier. Now he has 4 total tackles for a loss after that play.
Well, they obviously have to do a better job trying to block him. But short of that, you know what the quarterback has to do? Make sure he doesn't hand it to him when he's back there thinking he's one of his own guys. His quickness, his suddenness, his speed getting into the offensive backfield has been something else in this game. So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
Badgley able to punch this one through. And that will cut the lead down to 3 scores at 24. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. Well, in the grand scheme of things, those 3 points likely not going to matter much, but I guess they get a little closer, a little more respectability.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been outplayed all game long, but like my mom used to tell me all the time before I went out, dress up a little bit, son. Make yourself respectable. And that's what they're doing here. They're just dressing up the final score.
Now a play fake here on first down. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. A big pickup there, 18 yards and a Buccaneer first. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. The carry for Barber. Legs still churning.
Like a giant pinball.
A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Here's Winston. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36.
Sometimes I watch games and wonder why they use play fakes on certain passing situations, because it's not going to fool anyone. I don't know if that was the case here, but the end result was the same. No one fooled. The quarterback was hit.
Winston now. Sliding out of the pocket. He's going to let this go for the end zone. And incomplete, almost intercepted. Had a great shot at picking that off in the end zone. And now 4th down. 4th quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
And returning to the field here, Hunter Henry. So after he looked really good early, they haven't been able to find the big tight end as much. What gives?
Well, sometimes that's not in the game plan defensively. They're trying to take away other people, or they weren't expecting him to get off to such a hot start. But now, they know he's out there. They've made a few adjustments, surround him with a few more people, a few different coverages. Let's see if he makes the adjustments now. Does he change up a few things to try and work his way open?
A gain of 6 there on first. Those short little routes probably going to be open. The defense, they'll let those happen, especially when they can make an inbounds tackle.
Yeah, where's Coach Madden when you need him? He always talked about taking what the defense gives you, but sometimes you have to know when you have to take more. That was one of those situations.
Over 100 yards receiving for him now in this Super Bowl.
180!
Rivers on first down. Complete. Hunter Henry with a grab. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Rivers finding his top receiver. That's Allen.
Come on now, let's go.
Rivers with a 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. Rivers again. Benjamin's got it. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
Let's go, boys. Bring it up.
Set 180! 390!
The clock showing 2 minutes even in what's been a memorable Super Bowl 54. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. They've got it 1st and goal as they look to punch in a late score. Throwing Rivers. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Vita Vea busting through to get him for a loss of 6. After the sack on first down, Rivers, and he's in for a Charger touchdown. An 11-yard touchdown. And the Chargers, they're able to cut into that deficit. And now Rivers will lead the Chargers up to go for 2. CD, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point, because you've got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? the back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone. And the Buccaneers able to recover. Their hands team does its job. Now they're down big here in the fourth. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets them to 2nd and 4. They'll keep it on the ground. Barber. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. They're looking to throw this. Winston. Open man is Howard, the tight end. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this fourth quarter of play. They go play action here on first down. And a scary incompletion, almost picked off. It would have been their first INT of the game. Instead, 2nd down. To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Winston. And his throw is incomplete.
Well, the secondary's really struggled today, but that's a little bit of a measure of revenge, isn't it? And they just followed the basic rules. See ball, knock ball away. Turned into a nice play.
Jameis to throw it. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And they're going to get him down shy of the first at about the 13-yard line. The Bucs forced to use their 3rd and final timeout. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. And Gay knocks this one through. And that will stretch the lead up to 3 touchdowns now. It's a 21-point game. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the fourth.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
The punter Pinion now to kick this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. Spins past it. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
Let's go.
Here comes the Chargers offense now back out onto the field. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?"
He's got a man complete. And he gets this down deep into Tampa Bay territory. And the Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the game. A first down throw here for Rivers. That's complete. It's Gordon. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. Rivers to throw it. He finds his receiver, Williams, for a Charger touchdown. Mike Williams with his 3rd touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Chargers are able to close the gap just a bit. Well, yes, that's his 3rd touchdown catch, which is very impressive, but on the scoreboard, they're still struggling.
So safe to say that without him, my goodness, yikes, they are in major league trouble. He's doing his best to try and keep them in the game.
So time definitely not in their favor. Down 2 scores, but they'll try the onside kick. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. And they'll indeed take a knee. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. The Tampa Bay Buccaneers have won the Super Bowl, and they will hoist the Lombardi Trophy to cap an amazing season. And their remarkable season ends in the most ways they get to put next to their name, Super Bowl champion.
And they can't ever take that away, can they?
Nope.
That lasts forever. So good to see the emotion when it's all said and done. You see the hugs, you see the guys sharing, the collective happiness. Makes me want to carry you around a little bit on my shoulders to celebrate the triumph. And congratulations to them, a fantastic season.
And they end this year just how everybody wants to end the year, holding the Lombardi Trophy. What a season for them. What a ride it's been for us as well here in the booth. For Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gunn. Thanks for watching, everybody. We will see you on EA Sports.